In my town, you've seen me build a hotel, a high school, and even a skyscraper. Well, today I'm becoming the new Abby Lee Miller.
Excuse me.
And opening up my own gymnastics dance school. This idea came from Gloopy Doopy, so thank you for the idea. To get your idea in a video, just subscribe and leave it down below. And let's get this show on the road. So peeps, this dance studio actually gets the prime position in the town, which is smack bang in the middle, which also means that the architecture of this place kind of needs to be pretty spot on all the way around. So this is just something I came up with earlier, which kind of looks like that robot emoji. And the magic of my design here really comes with the roof. All of these little extending bits line up. And we're going to put quite a tall roof on here. We're going to crisscross this a little like those hashed potatoes. And this leaves us room for, in the middle, we can actually do a glass skylight. Like, look at that.
It's beautiful.
As you can see, the roof now just looks super detailed. Anywho, we're painting these pillar looking things to be linen. Middle is just going to be white. It's not often I do a plain white. I would normally add a revolving door. Wait, why are we in windows? But honestly, I just don't think you'd have that on a dance studio. And Abby Lee wouldn't be able to get through the door anyway. She just zooms around in a wheelchair these days. And if you look at this picture here, oh my gosh, ballet is just so aesthetic. There is so many windows. So I'm really not holding back with the windows, but at the same time, it's not like I'm putting them all along every wall because there is such a thing as too many windows. I hate to admit it. As you can see, I love windows.
I can't really explain it.
Next up, we need to add something to sort of stop this little glitch going on here. It's nothing too major, right? This sign needs to get out of my way.
Get out of the way.
It's nothing too major, but as you can see, it just doesn't look as sleek as if we were to add a pillar, which makes it perfect to dabble around the sides. And as well, to make these front like almost claws, a little building hack with Reese's. Use ultra thin pillars. Honestly, they are literally game changers. And that is so satisfying putting them down as well. And doesn't that already just look a gazillion times better? This color scheme is kind of giving McDonald's. So we're going to ignore that, okay, people? This is Abby Lee Miller's competition. And speaking of competition, the best way to make people attracted to your thing is a logo. Now, in an ideal world, I would go into basic shapes. I would get out all these crazy things, but I'm just not that skilled. So instead, we're going to go into paintings and I'm going to find the best ballet poster, which I'm going to keep as a secret until the very end of the video. And since I haven't used LEDs in such a long time, I feel like I owe it to you guys to use them on this. So it will take me 20 minutes, but it will only be moments for you guys. This looks sick. And I, of course, added these because it fits in with the rest of the vibe of the town. So we've not got that much left to do for the exterior, which is always nice when you get it done quickly. I'm going to add some hedges. And this is because if I ever invite the dance mums in, and they'll have some hedges to push each other in. It's the amount of fights that happen. My favorite one is, Kathy, you're finished.
Kathy, you're finished. You're washed up. You're old. You're nothing.
That done, we can go inside. So it's time for me to talk you through the layout to make it make a little bit more sense because I'm very, very bad at explaining things. This in the middle is obviously the hallway. To the left, we're going to have just a classical dance studio. And then to the right, we're going to have the auditions room. But as you can see, if we go up, this room is actually going to be 2 stories high. And that's because there's a little extra nugget room up here. This is going to be the booth where all the dance mums sit and then they look down at their kids doing the audition. Then we have ourselves another hallway, a locker room, and Abby Lee's office. So it makes sense to me to start off with the entry hall. There literally doesn't need to be anything too special in here. And I actually need to look up dance studio interior.
Oh my
gosh, look at this one. I think I'm gonna make the walls pink like that. And then I'm gonna get a bunch of these transparent decals. And then if we go out of build mode and race over here like literal Sonic, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get some music notes that have no background because this is the kind of things they always have. First though, we should probably add the doors. The modern reveal door. Also, I'm thinking you kind of need a check-in. But everything's online these days. Nothing actually happens in person. You guys seen those little iPad check-ins you can get at different buildings? As the iPad, we're going to use one of these. Oh, not that. We're going to use one of these cashier systems. And then we're going to pop the chandelier in here, the large antique chandelier. And this is where the competition starts. Do you think Abby Lee Miller's dance school had a chandelier? No, sweetie. She was too busy eating that woman's face. And does anybody else remember the episode where she literally went to the police station because somebody told her to turn her phone off?
Put your phone away.
They're
So the first room I want to do is the auditions room with the little mum's booth up here. Sometimes the parents will just watch from chairs if it's a cheaper studio, but we got $500K. I'm going to give them the luxury reclining chairs, and then we'll have a door here. Oh, this looks perfect. And I've actually left room at the back so we can have like a little bar area. Give them a mini fridge and then any other goodies I have in my inventory. And if they're really bad mums, then they can just sit facing the bar rather than watching their kids. To finish it off, we'll make it sophisticated with wooden texture. That actually looks really intimidating. I can imagine that Kelly woman sat with her little Karen cut up there. The walls in this main audition area are going to be just white, and my custom building skills need to come in clutch here when we're making this little stage. Doesn't have to be too big by any means. Also, I discovered the other day on my inventory guide, I always advise looking through your inventory because you will find things that you didn't know you needed. For example, this paper lantern. But also, I've got a backdrop here, which yes, says New Year's for now, but it's just a decal. We can easily change it. Next up is going to be a little bit of a behind the scenes. This is going to be basically just a mirror with these very tall, very slender pillars. And basically, this is so the dancer can actually see themselves. But from the actual viewing booth, all you get to see is the stage, which is perfect. And just as a little Easter egg for those of you guys who come visit my town when I do events, I'm just going to add some clothes racks back here with maybe a door. Along the rest of these walls, I'm going to have different pictures, and each one's going to have different dance positions in them. Of course, we actually need some chairs down here. There needs to be 2 judges. I'm really tempted to add like a buzzer, so it's like America's Got Talent. Be nice, rather than having it as the red buzzer, we're going to do the golden buzzer. You can press that, you know, and confetti will come flying out if you win, okay? They always used to do the golden buzzers so dramatically, didn't they? They were like, no one's going to bully you after this.
Who is going to bully you after this?
We're going for more of a vintage vibe in this corner rather than like actual studio, with wardrobes and mirrors. So all of the outfits, the different, what they called, leopards? What's that thing that dancers wear? It's something that sounds like leopards. Anyways, finally, we'll just add some makeup because, you know, you've got to have like a smoky eye. We'll just add some lighting underneath the ground, of course. I love being snaky. Next room is going to be much more simple.
You're basic.
I've decided to actually chop out these extra little nuggets. They look good on the outside, but not so practical on the inside. One of my favorite aesthetics in like a ballet studio, they even had this in my old school, is the mirror with like the handle along it. And then you all put your hand along and you do like a little kick with your foot. And then we need some sort of teacher's desk. This is where have like your dance files. My dance file definitely said failure, F, fail.
Failure.
But you know, it's not about me today. It's about the dancers. These mats better be encrusted with diamonds, the amount you're paying. $1,000, biggest scam Bloxburg's ever seen.
30,000.
In real life, you probably wouldn't have these, but it's the only way to fill up dance studios in Bloxburg. Again, I'm going to add another one of these things and make it into a green screen. I'm going to pretend this speaker's a camera, okay, guys? Speaking of speakers, we actually need some real speakers for the music. Sorry, dance teachers at school actually play the best tunes. I told you that a second room would be quick. Now we go upstairs. And we actually only have 2 more rooms. I hate doing doors like this, but it's kind of our only option there.
I hate him!
So upstairs in the hallway, we're literally just going to have some dresses. We'll finish this little table off with some candles. So I want to do the locker room first, and that's because look how vibey this picture is, guys. Doesn't it look like an Ariana Grande music video should be filmed in there? I don't know why on earth Bloxburg made the lockers so ugly.
You're ugly.
Instead, we're actually just going to use closets for the clothes. We'll start just how any other changing room would start, you know? Nothing too crazy going on. Gotta go with that very pink theme. And by the way, I'm not stereotyping here. Like, boys, of course, can be dancers too. I think what really creates the vibiness in here is definitely the pink lights. This literally looks like Barbie's dream house. Hi, Barbie. And finally, we have the queen herself, Abby Lee Miller's office. I actually am an Abby Lee stan. And if you guys don't know who she is, by the way, she was the owner of the dance school from Dance Mums. And then she got like arrested. And then she started teaching James Charles to dance. Girl, I don't understand her whole life story. And I'm actually going to switch things up. We're going to go for a very, very classy look, whereas the rest of the build is very colourful. First things first, a built-in bookshelf. You need to be organised when you're the CEO. Is it just me, or do you ever accidentally colour something in Bloxburg and you literally get a jump scare?
Ow! Jump scare.
I've never made a desk out of counters before, like an office desk, so every day is a first. yes. You know those like tech geniuses who have about 5 computer screens? That's what's going to be going on in here. And a boombox, you know, why not listen to some Lana Del Rey while we're in here? I got my red dress on tonight. I'm going to have chairs here for a meeting, but all her computer screens are in the way. I can just imagine her popping her head above and be like, you're done! Finally, though, we will actually add a meeting table. With that, guys, my dance studio slash gymnastics slash Abby Lee Miller shrine is done. Chickens, may I present to you Rose Dance Studios. Yes, the clue was in the dress. I was gonna name it Rose all along. So we've already admired the outside quite a bit when we were building it. So I think we should head straight in. So the first thing you do when you check in, you've obviously got to sign in. So I'll write my name here. True Reese's, president of the dance school. We're late for our audition. The first room we have here is the audition room. We've obviously got a window up there. We've got the mirror and the stage. Today it looks like we're doing a little forest one, and we've got to use all of these. Come on. And now we've got to do our dance routine quickly before they all fly away. Yes. Give me the audition. Give me the audition. You know what? The golden buzzer. But behind here, yes, this is where we can get ready. We kind of did it in a bit of a reverse order, but you know, I was running late, okay? And then obviously if we just head upstairs very quickly, this is how you get into the booth bit. And it is actually a really good view.
I like the view.
And then you can come get something out of the fridge. So it's very, very nice up here. Back downstairs though, we are not done. The second room is the practice studio. You come in here, you get your picture taken. And then this is where you're gonna basically be practicing all your moves. Hands on my knees, I'm Angelina Jolie. Hands on my knees, talking Angelina Jolie. But yeah, this is just a little downstairs bit. Pretty cute, to be honest. And if we go upstairs, we have a couple more rooms. Let's say we've just finished. We get to go into our Barbie's dream locker room. And then we can change into what? Like sports outfit. This is just my sweats. And here's her office. So first of all, we got the bookcases. We've also got a very, very nice view of the arcade. And oh my gosh, Abby, what are you doing here?
Ariana, what are you doing here?
As you can see, I chose a very, very flattering picture of Abby. And to end this video, let's get a selfie with her. Cheese! Hopefully all of you guys enjoyed watching this video. This was the last Plot in the Town series. It's so sad. Thanks to everyone who watched this, and I'll see you all in the next one.